Hello everyone! A new Monday means new kit reveals, and today we have Edgar family Butler Ishmael and Chief Butler Ryōshū. Remember, these kit reveals are first impressions. They are not indicative of the actual quality of the ID, and also know that I am not exactly the best voice on what the best IDs are just looking at them, but at least I can give my thoughts and maybe touch on like hard Mimir dungeon viability, things like that. So let's get started here. Edgar family Butler Ishmael. We have interesting a 2-coin, 2-coin, and 3-coin. That's breaking the 4-coin pattern that we were kind of seeing earlier. Evade on the defense skill, and we also have Gloom on the skill 3, but still Gloom. Now, first skill 1, Sweeping Redirection. Its unit speed is faster than the targets, gain coin power. Oh, okay. Gain poise. On hit, gain poise. On hit, inflict sinking and grant haste on a crit. Okay. Interesting, so it's more of a speed-based ID. Skill 2, Housekeeping, another 2-coin. If this unit speed is faster than the targets, gain coin power. On use, gain poise count. On clash win, gain poise. And then you get haste and inflict bind. That's good on a crit. And then defense level down and sinking as well. Interesting. Okay. So this is a sync ID. Yeah, this is like sync Ishmael. She's clashing better and gaining coin power for being faster, and she's giving herself haste to be faster. Interesting. Okay. And then finally, our Gloom skill, Restraining Technique. If this unit speed is faster than the targets, gain coin power, gain poise, and then sinking count, sinking, bind, and slash fragility. Okay. And we also have a blunt on the sloth, and then 2 slashes on the following 2. Okay, so slash fragility is really good for this team. It's not exactly a monotype team. We do have a split between slash and blunt for the most part, but hey, slash fragility is still really good, especially if maybe the harder hitting, maybe if these IDs hit really hard, you know, you're gonna want that. It's really great. Next we have the evade and just heal SP. Amazing. You love to see it. You love simple, clean, easy going. And then our passive. If this unit critically hits against targets with slower speed than this unit, inflict additional negative effects. Oh, baby. Oh, depending on how that scales, that's going to be really good. That's going to be inflicting more sinking, more bind. More bind is really strong. And then defense level down as well. Okay. And slash fragility too. Okay, yeah. All right. So maybe like the fact that your like skill 3 is kind of loaded with a lot of your debuffs isn't really a problem, since, you know, you're going to be inflicting more if you're faster than them. So, hey, that's pretty good. I like it. I'm gonna say like nothing in the kit's really like, you know, making me like go crazy or make the reaction face. Like, I'm looking at this, it seems like a very good all-around solid kit. It's a sync ID pretty much. Funnily enough, I think that's cool. I like the sync IDs. I like the idea of you know, be faster than your opponent, make them slow, be able to clash or whatever, and then just win because of that. It's like a win more kind of thing. I think that's fun. So, hey, I think this is a great addition, and I think, you know, if she can, because basically, the moment that she starts doing her thing, your other IDs are going to be able to clash so much better because of, you know, bind being inflicted. Now, one thing that does kind of worry me a little bit is doesn't seem to be a lot of poise going on. Like, of course, all of her skills give her poise and poise count, either or on use, but like, it's gonna take a minute for that poise to ramp. I'm guessing you're probably gonna need to blind obsession, like lock in with her blind obsession to get her poise going so that she can more reliably crit off the bat. That's my only kind of worry with the ID. Like, otherwise it's pretty much like it'll be great all around. Gotta have to see how our clash values are, what our coin powers are looking like, but I'm feeling good about this one. Also, have to mention the support passive. When one ally with the fastest speed attacks a target with sinking, deal more damage for every X sinking on the target. That, hey, that's a good passive, you know, in general, on a sinking team especially. Hey, doing extra damage based on sinking, you get a lot of sinking going in the mirror dungeons, so hey, it's pretty good. I think this is... I think it's a really nice ID. Now the problem is as we're closing out this team, I'm gonna have to start replacing my DC characters. And right now my thought process is, okay, is this better than DC Rodian or Hongloon? And the answer is of course no. At least I don't think so. Does it have the chance, does it have the potential to be better, is what I should say. Does it have the potential to be better? Yes. Depending on if we get some really hard team synergies coming with maybe, and spoilers for Kanto 6. Kanto 6 spoilers going forward, by the way. There's your grace period being over. Earl King Heathcliff is if he is the Kanto ID for this team, then I'm thinking get all those buffs going around, get the maybe coin power and clash power buffs up even more. You know, I think it'll be really solid. Yeah. I mean, I think overall this idea is just like, just looking at it, I'm gonna say like it's probably a, you know, high B tier, low A tier, just because it's a really solid kit all around. But in the team, probably will be solid A tier into maybe S tier, depending on how we're looking at Earl King Heathcliff. But that's enough about the family butler. Now we need the chief butler. Ryōshū. Let me size her up real quick so you can see a little bit better. The rip wasn't as clean for this one, sadly, but still will make do. Okay, so off the bat, I'm seeing 3 slash, and then all 3 of them have 2 coins each. That's interesting. It's a little lower on the lower ends, just like I was saying with Ishmael, a little lower than what I was expecting, but all right, let's see what we have. It's more poise. All right, more poise. First thing, receiving arts 1, the hunt. If this unit speed is faster than the target, gain clash power for every X speed difference. That's insanely good. That can get so crazy because it's just straight clash power for speed difference. Yeah. On use, gain poise count. Okay. On hit, gain poise count. Very nice. Double dipping there. Inflict BM. Oh, we get to BM our opponents now. Oh, lovely. That's the one thing Limbus was missing, is the ability to BM. And then BM in the bottom right there enhances certain Butler Ryōshū skills against targets with this effect. Okay, so doesn't do anything else besides enhance her abilities. All right. Of course, being like Nelly, that's frickin' Nelly's icon as well, so cool to see. Receiving arts 7, the capture. If this unit speed is faster than the main targets, get clash power for every XP difference, same as the first. And then combat start, consume poise count on self to gain attack weight for this skill. Oh, we have a... Ooh. We have a fluorescent Yisang situation. Oh my. We know how good that AoE is on Fluorescent Yisang. Gaining attack weight based on the skill. Not even capped. And also on crit, it inflicts BM, and then on the second hit also inflicts BM besides gaining poise. Oh my. This is going to be insanely strong. If you like put the work into stacking this up, and then you like, or even like as a starter play if it's a multi-tier round or multi-stage thing, and you're on stage 3 and you fire off like maybe a 4 or 5 attack weight skill, hit everything, maybe stagger everything. Wow. Yeah, no, I am already hyped about that skill. That skill is sick. Okay. Last skill, skill 3. Receiving Arts 2 Sync. S, Y, and C. I'm sure they'll figure out what that means. The Ryōshū translators are hard at work, as always. Gain Clash Power if the target has BM. Very good. Okay, that's different, actually. The others have versus speed difference. This one is directly BM. Okay. And then it also has, coin power. So it has Clash Power for BM, coin power for speed difference. Interesting. Okay. Hey, something that double scales your Clash Power and coin power, always good. Always going to be good right there. On use, gain poise count, just like the rest of the skills, except for the skill 2. And then, let's see. On hit, gain poise. On hit, inflicts bind next turn. Very good. Increase the stagger threshold of the target. Inflict BM on a crit. Okay, that's alright. If the target is staggered, deal percentage more damage on critical hit. That's good. Good. It could be a nuke skill. Very nice to see. Inflict BM on a hit. And then on kill, reuse skill once on a random target with BM. Okay. I maybe would have preferred that to be on crit, but who knows? Maybe the damage will make me say, "Oh my God, we don't need this more than twice." Like, holy smokes! She just killed both of them in one hit. Because let's be real, on kill is a really tough parameter to satisfy. I mean, you see me with frickin' Ishmael. It's a tough thing to get going, depending, especially if it's on the second coin. It's because it's not going to be reliable in a unfocused encounter, and then in a focused encounter you can at least get it reliable, but then also, of course, they can't die to the first coin. So, you know, I think it's probably going to be a case of you're not going to be like hard pressed to, you know, get that on kill effect every time. You know, that's not the focus of this kit. I think the focus of the kit is the skill 2. Skill 2, I think, is your main focus, kind of like Yisang. Like Efflurus and Yisang, his focus of the kit is not his skill 3, not at all. His skill 3 is great, it's amazing, but we all know that his skill 2 is the core. So it's less about playing around your skill 3 and more about playing around your skill 2. Now, if you can't get the skill 3 to work and get that on kill reuse, holy smokes, that's amazing. You know, not gonna knock it, of course. I think it'll be amazing once you can get to a point where you're basically two-shotting things and you can guarantee that kill to get that reuse. But I'm curious then. Does that mean if she kills then with that should, right? If she kills another target with that, it'll keep going, right? It's like it's like Onrush, or from Red Mist in Library. You know, if she staggers something or killed something, it would reuse the card somewhere else. I think it's the same way, or I hope it is. Like, imagine you get like Ryōshū, crazy amounts of poise, crazy amounts of damage. She's critting for like hundreds plus damage, and she's got 2 coins on that. Imagine you're fighting an unfocused encounter, a focused encounter. She gets that kill, and then she gets the reuse. Bam, that's another kill, and then gets another reuse. Bam, that's another kill. Like, and then just wins an entire encounter just reusing her 1 coin. Now, I think, of course, that's a bit of an extreme example. You're probably not going to get that most of the time, but if the potential is there, like, that'll be so cool, and that'll be so sick to get that going in an actual fight. We're just going to have to test to see. That's how it should work, as far as I'm aware, based on game mechanics and what I know. But hey, besides that, let's not dilly-dally forever here on the skill 3. We have another evade, mediocre, as she calls it. Yeah, healing SP, of course, love it. And then gaining poise count on the evade, great. You know, helping her get her poise up there. Maybe this is like one of those ideas, you prep a couple, you get a couple of good evades, and then you start doing your skills once you have the actual scaling in place. I mean, hey, I'm down for that. That's pretty cool. So it seems like Ishmael and Ryōshū are going to be going first, and they're going to be getting the bind out there and a little bit of the sinking, and then your sinking peeps will all follow up and inflict all that just dumping sinking. And then, of course, the next round, your two butlers come back around, and now Ryōshū and Ishmael are fighting way slower guys with terrible sanity, and they just get to ball even harder. So, yeah, it seems to me like this team is meant to kind of roll on top of each other and kind of get that chain going and getting that win more kind of situation. So, I'm digging it. And then finally, her passive, clearing household chores. On hit against target with the BM, gain poise count and gain haste. Excellent. Okay. I was a little worried about how much application to poise count and haste I was seeing in her kit, which was close to none. No haste, actually, just the poise count. So, hey, there's her haste, and there is her more poise count on top of the already gaining poise count. So, great to see. We'll help ramp that skill 2 even higher. And then next, on crit against target with BM, eliminate BM on target. Okay. If this unit speed is faster than the target, deal % more damage on critical hit for every X for every X speed difference. Okay. There you go. That is your let's make the conditionals easier to hit. So yes, when she crits on BM, that's going to take it away. However, her skills also all inflict BM. So as long as you're critting on your skills, you're basically going neutral. You're going to take one away and then you're going to apply one so it evens out. And then, hey, you get that X% more damage on that crit hit and you're going super fast. That skill 3, or in that skill 2, they're going to hit so much harder. And then you're going to be able to roll off that. And then finally, of course, support passive. The ally that was deployed last wins a clash. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's really interesting. I don't think we had one of those, had we? I can't recall any passives that call out who's deployed last. That means you have complete control over that. That's kind of cool. Gain poise count and gain haste when you win a clash. Okay, I'm gonna be real. That is an honestly extremely good support passive. Like, I would run this support passive with my BL team or my P-Quad team. Yeah, just, well, I can't, okay. Yeah, no, she doesn't take up slots on either of those teams except maybe W Corp Ryōshū for a P-Quad, but for your BL team, this is a best in slot support passive. At least in my eyes. Poise and haste, that is really good. Usually I'm not one for support passes. I really don't care for them, but hey, that one's really good. With that, we've come to the conclusion of our video here in these two IDs. After first impressions, I think these are going to fit really well into the team, of course. Like, these are more... the other 3, while they do really good damage, especially Gregor, they are more about the sinking application, whereas these two skills are, or these two IDs are just damage, attack weight. Attack weight's so crazy, and then reusing coins and more damage and crits and just... You know, I think this will be where the team begins to like pop off even more. And we're setting up for like, we're missing like the final piece of the Triforce. We're missing the final like puzzle piece that is Earl King Heathcliff, or whichever Heathcliff they're going to do. Maybe like Lord of the Manor Heathcliff, or, you know, what have you, whatever they choose to do. When that completes, I'm very excited to see how this team looks. Right now, we're looking pretty good. We've got debuff application. We've got, you know, scaling with speed. We've got attack weight now coming in. We've got reusing coins. We've got everything. We've got slash fragility. Slash fragility is going to be really big. And yeah, I'm very excited. This has me very excited. Yeah, I wanted to thank you all again for joining me today. As always, these videos are just, you know, my own passion, and of course, I'll definitely not get everything right. Don't hold me to it. If these IDs suck, you know, I just going on the record to say I never told you to up tie 4 and max them out for first day, even though it's what I'll probably be doing. Just, you know, we're just here to have fun, and we're here to speculate, we're here to theorize, and right now, if I'm gonna put my bets on Earl King Heathcliff, I think he's going to be a tank. This team doesn't have a tank just yet. A tank would really help complete the team. Of course, it would be a tank ID for Heathcliff right after his last really good one, so it'd have a lot to live up to. But I think it will be a tank ID that plays around sinking and especially Echoes of the Manor. And with that going on, I think you get something really crazy, like a really high powerhouse team, and it will make you maybe not miss the, you know, DC IDs as much, because man, the DC IDs are so good with this team. You've seen them in action, I've seen them in action. It's gonna be so hard to give up those slots, but I have a feeling there's good potential here, and I feel like Heathcliff is gonna, you know, help us figure out for sure where that potential lies, you know, and what like heights it can reach. The Wuthering Heights, perhaps. All right, that's it for me. I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you all so much for coming. As always, continue to tune in for the next big kit reveal. Very, very much looking forward to it. It should be Heathcliff. If not Heathcliff, it's going to be another double ID that's just kind of random or from an existing team comp, and then we'll get Heathcliff probably right after. But with all that being the case, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.